advice you would give to someone that wants to grow a Twitter following?
Now, honestly, subscribe to Twitter Blue. It sucks, but it's kind of necessary if you want to grow an audience on Twitter. 2, really work on your bio and like your profile. If you think about like the flow of like how a new person is going to like find you on Twitter, they're never going to find your tweets organically, like pretty much ever. If you're brand new, instead, it's like you're going to comment something interesting on someone else's tweet. They're going to say, this is an interesting tweet. And then they're going to like scroll over your profile picture. So the profile picture is what they see first attached to your tweet. So that has to be something that looks somewhat professional or friendly or whatever that you're going for. You're going to scroll over that, and there's going to be like a little display that comes up which shows your bio. So your bio has to be interesting enough for someone to feel like they want to click on you. Really work on your bio and show like don't just talk about yourself, but talk about what you tweet about, like what your content is. Then after they click on your profile, they're going to see your banner. So that's like, the first impression there, whatever your banner is. And they're going to scroll through like your pinned tweet and the first couple of tweets that are on your timeline. So your pinned tweet should optimally be something that shows some sort of credibility. So like your best performing tweet or like your best tweet in your opinion, or a tweet that's representative of the type of content that you create. When you're just starting out, I would recommend doing one thread per week. What usually shows up on people's homepages is the first tweet and like the last 2 tweets in a thread. And make sure those 3 are good. The tough thing is that you really need to be consistent on Twitter. Like they ding you if you miss even like a day. So if you want to grow on Twitter, you need to be tweeting every day. What worked for me wasn't commenting on like the people who had like 50,000 or 100,000 followers on Twitter, but I was really looking for the people who had like 2,000 to 3,000 followers on Twitter. So I would follow them within like a similar niche because their own community is going to be a lot smaller. So the people who are commenting and seeing their tweets are going to be more likely to be open to making more connections and meeting new people and making more friends. You start to become like an active community member and some people in your niche with like the 2,000 to 3,000 follower mark, whilst also creating your own content. Then it's kind of like how you can get from 0 to probably like your first 500 to 700 followers. And then after that, focus much more on your own content and also commenting more, but perhaps like moving up from the 2,000 to 3,000 to maybe like 5,000 to 6,000 people. And then you'll start to get like your first 1,000 followers. And once you've gotten your first 1,000 followers, then the rest of them are easier.
Are you hashtagging every time or?
No, don't use hashtags on Twitter. Hashtags on Twitter don't work. People aren't searching for hashtags on Twitter. They don't find things that way. There are Twitter topics, but Twitter topics, if you show up with Twitter topics, it's not because you had a hashtag, it's because like the words that you actually said in your tweet. So you don't ever need to use hashtags. Hashtags just look like kind of spammy and scammy on Twitter, so don't use hashtags.
Well, see, because I've been tweeting about like creator tips, or like I'll summarize something I learned from Film Booth or a Q&A with like Dom Ely or something. But I feel like it's not really like, how do tweets get discovered? Is it you just have to drop a fire tweet that's like mind blowing, or it's like you just have to be consistent and somehow it'll get picked up by the. So the way that tweets get blown up is the more people who interact with your tweet, the more people who see the tweet. Let's say you tweet something and I like your tweet. Likes are a bad example. Let's say I comment on your tweet, right? Then now all of my followers on their homepages are going to see Aprilynne commented and then see my comment to your tweet. So now all of my followers are seeing your tweet. Those are more impressions. Now, if they also engage with your tweet from that, they like or they comment or they retweet, then all of their followers are going to see that as well. Very simplified, not all of them. Got it.
All of my followers don't even see my tweets, like my own tweets. But that's kind of how it gets picked up. So the banger tweets, the ones that picked up, are the ones that most of the people are engaging with. You have a very high engagement rate on that tweet. and therefore it's being shown to more and more and more people.
If you enjoyed that, then press here for the full unedited interview. And if you want more creative business tips, then press here to subscribe to The Inner Creator. Have an awesome day.